This is Hino's Sport, bringing you that heat and that fire. We keeping the foot on the what? On the necks. We keeping the foot on the what? On the necks. And like the Tibetan mastiff that I am, I'm applying what? Unlimited pressure. Because pressure does what? It bursts pipes. This is the stuff that I was talking about, man. When I told you guys, we have 96.5% of pure betas out here and only 3.5% of true alphas that's out here on this planet. This is what I was talking about. Classic Dose and Troglodytes. Rudy pulling plum brain. Ultra fanboys with the ultra fanboy rhetoric. I'm like MJ23, I need that log on the fire. And boy, did they give me that log on the fire. Let me say it again. Because what I said was so deep and profound. Hear me and hear me. Well, let this thing marinate in the corpus callosum and in the cerebellum, in that damn medulla oblongata. I'm MJ23. I'm always looking for that log on the fire. And boy, did they give me that log on the damn fire. So again, rehear me and rehear me. Wow, we about to get into it. 3.5% of true alphas out here and only 96.5% of what we call pure fucking betas. Why are men laughing about a Wilder twerking video? Why are men sending other men DMs about a man twerking? This is what's happened in today's modern society, the emasculation of men. Not only are they being emasculated by these women with masculine energy, they are also emasculating themselves because they're congregating amongst themselves. Men that are already emasculated that are teaching other men of emasculation. Let me say it again. Men that are already emasculated teaching other men of emasculation. This is what our society has become. This is what the boxing community fan base has become. This is why I told you about reverse bias, aka detractors, aka panders. If you are a content creator and you are co-signing this, you are a pure beta. You have been emasculated. This is what I was trying to tell you guys, man. This is not even about boxing no more. I'm going to have to basically channel Kevin Durant when he was talking about LeBron James when he said this is a toxic as fuck environment. This is not even about basketball no more. You got a bunch of guys that's gargling freaking balls. Let me say it again. You have a bunch of guys that's freaking gargling balls. In this case, you have a bunch of guys that are sitting here congregating, making fun of another guy in a twerking video. This is what we become to. When do men, where the real men at? Let me say it again. When do men, where the real men at? I'm talking about the, not the chihuahuas barking behind the damn fence. I'm talking about, where are the Tibetan mastiffs? Where are the ones applying what? Unlimited pressure. Because pressure does what? It bursts pipes. Where are those men out here? So the alphas and the true alphas are in generations past. See, this is what I'm worried about, man. And I keep saying this. As the generations keep evolving, the mankind itself keeps getting to a place of emasculation. Men are being emasculated day by day. Not only are they being emasculated by the women that they're with, because the women are the ones that's carrying the masculine energy and they're carrying the feminine energy in the relationship. They are being emasculated for the sake of them celebrating other men. With a video that showcases a guy twerking. If you are a man, you're supposed to be repulsed by that. If you have that in you, you're supposed to have repulsion. You're not supposed to be celebrating that stuff. And I don't understand the Rudy pulling the plum braids, the classic Dose and the Troglodytes, the ultra fanboys with the ultra fanboy rhetoric that's sitting here celebrating this nonsense. This is what I was talking about when I say brain full of mush and brainwash dodo heads. Because if you are a true man and you stand on something, you're not basically getting behind this form of emasculation. Celebrating a Wilder twerking day. This is why I was trying to tell you guys, this has nothing to do about boxing. This is about a bunch of people that are insecure and miserable as you know what in their lives, and they want to protrude that insecurity and that misery on others. Let me say it again. You have a bunch of people that are insecure and miserable as you know what in their lives, and they want to basically intrude that insecurity and that misery on others. This is what we're dealing with. This is the systemic issue that is happening right now in the sport of boxing. These are the people that quote unquote cover the sport. But people like he knows the sport that's authentic and consistent as you know what, a true alpha extraordinaire, a guy that governs himself by true alpha economics, you would think you would fall your ass up under he knows the sport so that you can be proselytized and become alphas yourself. Because no, being an alpha is not universal. You got to fight for that lifeline every day. Let me say it again. Being an alpha is not universal. You have to fight for that lifeline every day. That's right. Because every one of us has an alpha in us and we have a beta in us. The problem is everyone is tapping into that beta simp, beta cuck male motherfucker. That's what a lot of these motherfuckers are tapping into. Celebrating Wilder twerking, celebrating any man in basically a feminized state, in an emasculated state, it tells me everything I need to know about you, that you're a pure beta. And salute to those that said, stop the presses and pump the brakes on the nonsense. Go sit down somewhere and what? Higgity fucking hush. Don't bring that shit my way. Let me say it again. Those who said, salute to those who said, stop the presses and pump the brakes on the nonsense. Go sit down somewhere and what? Higgity fucking hush. Don't bring that bullshit my way. They have to get credit here. And the reason why I'm giving them credit is because they understand that this is what having cojones is all about. This is what being a man is all about. It's not about you saying that you're a man, because you're not justified in that. It's about the way you comport yourself. It's about general comportment. It's about your general decorum, man. That's the problem nowadays. You have a bunch of guys that are men in similitude. And what I mean by that is men in look. Men in the fact that they look like a man. They sound like a man, but they are not a fucking man because they don't carry themselves as that. They carry themselves in an emasculated form. Pure beta males. Who celebrates Wilder twerking? Now, is that even about boxing? This is what I was trying to tell you guys, man. You guys would not listen to He Knows the Sport, man. And the Prediction King strikes again. And the Prediction King strikes again. And I don't want to be the Prediction King in a situation like that. But I am the Prediction King again. Because I told you guys, these reverse bias, AK detractors, AK panders, they celebrate nonsense. It's not about the sport. Isn't Wilder a boxer? Isn't he a fighter? Anyone that's sitting here celebrating this stuff and not basically going against it and shooting it down immediately, it tells me everything I need to know about you. You're a pure fucking beta. Only pure betas act like this. Email circling around. Wilder twerking. You know what that tells me? It tells me you have been emasculated. It tells me that you're a freaking pure beta. That's what it tells me. And you're sitting here celebrating the fact that you are publicly a pure beta to others. This is what I was trying to tell you guys. You know what they are? Pure betas are i.e. trolls. Same variation. The troll is the person that comes on your platform and says stuff that has nothing to do with the content or the substance of what you're talking about. That's what these pure betas are doing. Wilder twerking. What does that have to do with his ring generalship? What does that have to do with his boxing ability? What does that have to do with his boxing pedigree? What does that have to do with his ability to fight in the ring? I thought this was a fight game. I thought this was a fight business. You don't get no more animalistic in combat sports. And let me say it again. You don't get no more animalistic and you don't get no more testosterone filled and masculine as combat sport. And what these guys are doing is they're feminizing and emasculating a sport that is what it is. A testosterone-filled, masculine type of sport. And again, I'm not talking about male to females. I'm not talking about that in terms of male and female athletes. I'm talking about these pure fucking betas that are sitting here celebrating Deontay Wilder, supposedly a video that somebody made with Deontay Wilder. They edited for him to twerk. First of all, that person that did that video, you got something wrong with you. That tells me everything I need to know. If you're spending your time not being a man with confidence, purpose, and an abundance mindset, and not focusing on your damn purpose, but you spending time doing that, that tells me the type of individual you are. You're a sick, emasculated individual. And those that are celebrating behind it, they wonder why their women are running their freaking house. Let me say it again. They wonder why their women are running their freaking house. They wonder why these women keep doing their ass up. They wonder why they can't get no damn chicks. They wonder why they're sitting here hot and bothered like grits about true alpha extraordinaires or guys that have a true alpha economics a la He Knows the Sport, bringing you that heat and that fart, and keeping the foot on the what? On the necks. And keeping the foot on the what? On the necks. Is sitting here winning while they stay losing. It's because of their mindset. They have what's called a scarcity mindset. See, this is what it boils down to. This is the differential between an alpha and a beta. Alphas have what's called an abundance mindset. Abundance mindset is you don't sit here and get hot and bothered like grits, insecure and miserable as you know what in your life, and disrespect and denigrate others that are successful, others that have an abundance mindset, others that are actually making a difference in this world. Deontay Wilder is making a difference in this world because he is a multi-millionaire. He's feeding a lot of mouths. He's taking care of a lot of people. He's a fighter. I thought this was the fight game. What happened? Let's just keep it boxing. Let it keep it boxing. Let it keep it boxing. Let it keep it boxing. They're not even keeping it fucking boxing. And we know boxing is not just like, let it keep it boxing. Let it keep it boxing. You know, ultra fanboys, you have to do their mouth like, let it keep it boxing. That's how they sound. You can see. That tells me everything I need to know about these freaking ultra fanboys, man. This is why I try to tell you with the ultra fanboy rhetoric. The truth of the fact of the matter is, stop the presses and pump the brakes on the nonsense. Go sit down somewhere and higgity fucking hush. If you don't have anything good to say and you want to come with your pure betaisms, then leave that where it's at, man. This is the problem. This is what I was trying to tell you guys. Guys that are not sure and confident in themselves, and they're protruding this nonsense. Guys showcasing to you their racist ways. Guys showcasing to you their personal thoughts when this should be about sports. They've taken sports and they made it about themselves. Gosh, man. This is the world we've become to. This is why I'm scared for the next generation, man. I'm scared for if I have a seed down the road, you know what I'm saying, legacy-wise, I'm going to have to basically separate them and basically segregate them from all of these fucking pure betas. But I'm not going to be scared because I have an abundance mindset. And in my abundance mindset, I'm going to make sure this child of mine, if I ever have one in the future, will be separated from all this bullshit. Because that's what it is. It's fucking bullshit, man. You got a bunch of these pure beta cuck males that are sitting here celebrating the fact that there's a video out there of Deontay Wilder twerking and sending it amongst each other in email. These are men. Are you listening to me? These are men. Men shouldn't be jealous. That's a female trait. That's what Jay-Z said, right? Men shouldn't be doing this shit. This is the shit that women be doing, man. I mean, come on. Guys, men are sitting here laughing about another man emasculated. That tells me that you've already been emasculated. Because only a emasculated male will laugh at emasculation. If you are a male that hasn't been emasculated, you get repulsed by this shit. It bothers you, man. It makes you hot and bothered like grits. Y'all need to stop this nonsense, man. Because if you're not going to be talking about the sport of boxing, higgity fucking hush. This is what I was trying to tell you guys, man. Folks that are insecure and miserable as you know what in their lives, and they're hot and bothered like grits about people that have abundance, confidence, purpose, and an abundance mindset like a Deontay Wilder. What has Deontay Wilder done so much to get under your skin? It's not because Deontay Wilder has done anything to get under your skin. It's because of the fact that you've already been emasculated. So because you've been emasculated and because you don't know how to regain your masculinity, you want to protrude that nonsense on others. This is what I was trying to tell you when we say the differential between alphas and betas. Yes, this shit exists, man. And the problem is there's too many beta males out here with a scarcity mindset. And guys like me, they make me stand out even more. Because of the fact that when women see these guys, they're like, damn, look at this emasculated individual. I don't want nothing to do with him because I can easily manipulate him. I can easily beguile him. I can easily betwixt him. But somebody like He Knows the Sport, that's a renaissance man right there. That's a true alpha extraordinaire. That's a true alpha economics individual right there. That's a guy that I want to galvanize behind. That's a guy that I want to get behind. Because women don't want to truth be told, they don't want to lead. They want to follow. But with too many of these emasculated men out here, especially these types of guys and this boxing community fan base, reverse bias, aka detractors, aka parents, I got to ride a little bit on this one. Because I'm sick and tired of the foolery. This is what I was trying to tell you guys. I was warning you guys about this stuff. And look what's going on right now. Men. No. Similitude of men. You can't even call them men. Laughing and sending amongst each other emails of a Deontay Wilder twerking in a video. Boy, the state of masculinity has become shit. Let me say it again. The state of masculinity has become shit. And he knows the sport. Unless you guys start following up under this Yoda and get your ass proselytized so that you can get converted into what we call alphas. Because yes, you can be converted into an alpha. I'm sorry to say this. Your ass is going to stay masculine. Anyone that laughed or anyone that took pleasure out of Deontay Wilder's manufactured twerking video, you need to get your head checked and you need to do some critical thinking and you need to reevaluate yourself and your life. This is He Knows the Sport. Checking out.